What's up, guys? It's Matt with Nightcrawler Composting, and I am changing the way I do things. I've been using Nightcrawlers, European Nightcrawlers specifically as composting worms, and they're good at it, they're effective at it, but they're kind of like this multi-tool. It can do a lot of stuff, but it isn't great at it. The Nightcrawlers, the European Nightcrawlers, I wanted them primarily for bait worms, and what I found in my CFTs, they were getting too small to be used as a fishing worm. So I've switched up and actually gotten red wigglers and African Nightcrawlers for my vermi bags. And I'm gonna show you how I'm doing my European Nightcrawlers right now. This is gonna be kind of a long video. I'm gonna show you this. Me and my daughter shot the regular Worm Wednesday update, and this morning I showed putting the new worms in the systems. So there's a lot of stuff in this one. It's not a traditional video that I usually do, but this is a reset and a change of worms and a big project that I undertook. So we will take exception to the long video and just bear with me. So about a month ago, I made a comment about using my vermi bag as a nursery and then growing out worms in this 10-gallon bin. So it's been a month, like I said, thereabouts a month. And my little bitty tiny European Nightcrawlers are well-developed, larger European Nightcrawlers. And they have all grown, and I will show you what size they were when I put them in here. As you can see, I'm getting some big worms. These are bait size worms, and in fact, some of them will be bait this week. How about that? So yeah, I just wanted to show you guys what they look like now. Now I'm going to show you what they were when I put them in. I started this bin last night when I dumped my vermi bag. Actually, I started a couple of these. We'll just leave it at that. With all these little bitty worms. And I'm going to show you what size they are compared to what they turned into in a month. So this is a bigger one that's in here. And it's not big at all compared to the other worms. This is about average. Now, I don't doubt that there are some red worms mixed in here, because we know it's very hard to guarantee pure species or pure specimens. But the majority of these, I'm thinking, are European Nightcrawlers. And you know what? I don't even really care as long as they get big enough for the hook. I know those are European Nightcrawlers that I just showed you because they got big and easily identifiable. We'll see what these end up being. But as you see, they're little guys. But I'm gonna give them a month and see if they grow out like that. If not, I will find another way. I've got plenty of worms, so I'm not concerned about not having fish bait. It's just I like to catfish, so I like my baits larger for catching the big cats. I cut a big hole in the screen for lots of airflow, and because sometimes I was keeping these in the house, I put window screen over it because it makes the wife happy, and we all know that happy wife, happy life. So yeah, that's what's going on with the European Nightcrawlers. You can see I got 4 of them going here. And then we did the vermi bag update in the other videos today. We fed the African Nightcrawlers in the house. Oh, I wanted to show you guys this. I thought this was pretty neat. So when I put my Europeans in the bin, the first couple of days they were trying to escape. I put these red worms in here, these wigglers, instantly they're all on the top eating. instantly. I didn't even put much food in here. I just put some sweet potato in there just in case they wanted to come up and eat. And just right here, I'm trying to focus that in. Just everywhere, all over that stuff. So I think I'm gonna be happy using the right tool for the right job. I've been using a lot of castings, so I really wanted to up my casting productions. Between this Vermibag Mammoth with the custom Nightcrawler composting on it, this old school Vermibag Mini, and the Vermibag Mini in the house, I think I'm going to be pulling about 100 pounds of castings a month once I get everything fully established. I'm pretty excited about that. All right, guys, enjoy the rest of this video. There's me installing these worms earlier today. There's the normal Worm Wednesday update with my daughter. And there's some pictures at the end of me and my son last night separating worms from what was in there that my wife took. And I just didn't get them until today to put them in the video. But I think they're pretty good. All right, guys, have a good night.
To Worm Wednesday.
Welcome to Worm Wednesday is right. Somebody commented about holding my phone in landscape mode, so I'm trying that. So we'll see how it goes. We are opening up our African Nightcrawler Vermibag that we moved into the house. This bag was started with 16 ounces of material, including bedding and worms. So there's not a lot of worms in here.
Yeah, because...
But look at these pretty worms. They're huge.
Yeah, and if you touch them, it's okay because they're slimy.
They're a little bit slimy?
Yeah.
You can see that purple on them, can't you?
Yeah, it's very nice if you touch them very slow.
Yeah.
And don't pinch them.
Don't pinch them. So we fed these guys a little bit of pumpkin right here.
And yeah, we're going to probably not get them their dessert.
Yeah, because they ate it all except for this little bit of skin.
Yeah.
So let's just pull this back.
I want to hold that worm.
You want to hold that worm?
Yeah.
Okay. Ugh. What do you think about that? Is it cool? All right. Let's put that big old hunk of pumpkin in there. Ooh, don't drop him on the frozen pumpkin. That's probably cold. All right. So that big old hunk of pumpkin right there
should be enough for the little babies, right?
Yeah, should be enough for the little babies.
Yeah,
probably.
Yeah.
Ooh, look at this big old boy here.
Ooh, that couldn't be the mommy.
You think so?
Yeah. Ooh.
Here, let it set your hand out like this. Wow.
What is it going to do?
Nothing. It's just checking you out.
Okay.
So, like I said, this bag doesn't have a lot of worms in it yet. So we're slowly building up the population.
We'll look at it.
Yeah, it's trying to get back in its house. Go ahead and put it back down there. So it's got lots of bedding, and honestly, this bag is full of bedding all the way through.
Yeah.
So I don't want to add a whole bunch more, but I do want to make sure I cover up that pumpkin. And we keep this wet t-shirt on it.
Like your t-shirt?
Yeah, it's one of my old white t-shirts.
Why don't you wear it anymore?
Well, because the worms needed a blanket. Is that funny?
Mm-hmm.
We put that on there to keep the moisture in so the worms don't get dried out.
Yeah.
So that was enough pumpkin to probably feed these guys for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
But
and in the last video, I don't know if you probably saw, we fed them lots of food, like the big ones. And
yeah, that was in the other bag, remember?
Yeah, and we probably sold it.
Yeah?
Yeah, and we don't need it anymore. Let me show you. Come out here. We have a new worm bag that I smell very well sometimes.
Oh, it smelled like coffee, didn't it, when I set it up? Is that one big?
Yeah, I can't really see kind of.
No, you'll have to stand on a chair to help me with this one, won't you?
Yeah.
Okay, there's the one that was in the house.
Yeah, and guess what?
What?
I couldn't even see it, but now I can. Because I'm 5 years old.
You are?
Hmm?
What's your favorite thing about the worms?
That the worm crawled on me.
Oh, All right, guys. Well, we'll talk to you next week. Say
Yeah.
thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching Worm Wednesday.
So I ordered 2 pounds of red wigglers from the Texas worm farm, and they just showed up. I weighed the box and everything, and it weighed almost 4 pounds. So well, let me rephrase that. Just this bag weighed 4 pounds. That includes bedding and everything. So I am definitely sure that I got 2 pounds of worms. These guys are awesome. These are red wigglers, and I thought my European Nightcrawlers were small, but these guys look just tiny, and there's lots of them. Yeah, so I put 2 pounds in my brand new Vermibag Mammoth that I just set up. That's 2 pounds of the material that was in the bag, so a lot of worms and some bedding. That'll all sort out in the wash. I put a pound into my Vermibag Mini that used to hold my European Nightcrawlers. So as you can see, they're sinking down in here slowly. I don't want to mess with them too much, but they're in there. They're going to get to work for me. I've moved my European Nightcrawlers into bins like this, just to grow them out to fish bait size. And I put some worms in, some red wigglers into a tote like this, just to play with, because hell, I got damn 4 pounds, excuse me, I got almost 4 pounds of material. I might as well play with it. So yeah, that's the update for right now. I'll do the official Worm Wednesday later and just mind meld all these videos together so you can see what's going on.